I'm Aaron. I'm from New York City. The biggest trading problem that I had that I was struggling with was also, like somebody else said, consistency. I know that I'm trained. I spent a lot of money getting trained by institutional investors. I used to work at a hedge fund here. So I know that I've been taught by and told the right things by the right people, but I'm not consistently profitable. I'm profitable sometimes, and then I give it all back, and then make it back, and then give some. It's like really just up and down. So there's no consistency in that.
Yep. So my name is Carlo. I'm from the Philippines, and my biggest trading problem so far is consistency with my analysis and my trades.
Okay. First, I'm in Toronto, Canada. My biggest trading problem is actually I don't have any strategy doing the manual trading. Like when I learned the Forex, I used EA ever since, and it works for a while, and then suddenly it keeps on failing. So I decided to, do some readings and research, but it doesn't actually help, and it makes you confused more.
I was doing a lot of. I tried so many things. A lot of indicators, Ichimoku, EMAs, the one with the 21 EMAs, 55, 300 EMAs. I was doing that for quite a while, and I wasn't doing the proper stop loss. I was moving my stop loss because I wasn't putting the right management. So those are my biggest problems.
My name is Juan Ferreira. Biggest trading problem for me, I think, similar to a lot of these guys here, shiny object syndrome. Words like VWAP, MACD, divergence, Ichimoku, you name it. I've tried it. Also the fear of missing out. I felt like I had to, whenever I had systems, they give me an alert, get it on my phone, and I just don't even look at analysis, just immediately react, get in the trade, put stop loss, put take profits. Don't know why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it because it told me to do it. And most of the time, it tells me it's high probability, blah, 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 and it always fails for some reason. So I'm doing something wrong. And also, I'm a software engineer. So originally, I came into Forex, not only because of the leverage, but also because of the thought of, someone else mentioned this as well, but, EAs, I was like, oh, it's going to solve all my problems. And I actually learned the hard way of doing an account using an EA in the past. So I'm never going to do that again.
Well, I'm Luis. Nice to meet you guys. I've been struggling, finding that particular strategy to allow me to be consistent in this trading market. And I decided to join because I trust you guys. You really, it's an honor to be here. It's a privilege, basically, to be here with you guys. I trust Yuuya, his background and all that make me confident on moving forward. And that's why I decided to join, along with all the things that I wanted to accomplish, like my dreams. My son is my inspiration, my only son, and to keep going and fulfill my dreams.
The strategy that what Yuuya does, because I actually started following Yuuya when he joined Blue Edge Financial, before, and when I saw his proof that he passed those challenges, okay, I want to be like Yuuya, right? That's another thing. That's why I joined, is because I know Yuuya has proof, and he's willing to pass his knowledge to everybody else that wants to learn his strategy.
And the reason I decided to join the program was, seeing the consistency that Yuuya was being able to get from his analysis, and that's exactly what I wanted to be consistent with.
The reason why I joined, I already know how Yuuya trade because I was watching all his videos, and he's the first person I've seen that got all the prop firm within this year. So yeah, of course I put a lot of trust on Yuuya on this, because I can't put all my money on trading. It's impossible. Or else I'll be trading aggressively, and that's how I lose more money. So the reason why I also want to join is because for my kids, I work so much.
So I decided to join this program because of the basically the one-on-one attention that I would get by someone that's successfully passed prop firm challenges. The people that I've been trained with, they're institutional investors. They are the prop firm. They don't do these challenges. They own the company that administers the challenge. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different. And I don't have the one-on-one access to them, because what I pay for is like their group class or their information, right? Which is like, you don't get good at swimming by watching YouTube videos about swimming, right? You get good at swimming by getting in the water and swimming, right? And then watching somebody or having somebody that's a good swimmer swim with you, right? Like in the water, right? So like, and that's what I feel like I was missing. Because I feel like, oh yeah, like I'm the best trader in the world just watching charts, and like in hindsight, you know, like of course that worked for this and this and this reason. Like that's easy, but if I try to do it, it doesn't work. So that's what I'm looking to bridge the gap here. And based on everything that I talked to Tyler about when we did our interview, it really sounds like you check off all the boxes, and this is a very unique program. I've never seen a program where there's so much attention for such a small group. For a pretty decent price too. Now, I'm not telling you how to do your business, but this is a good deal, in my opinion, considering what I've seen out there. So I feel, and like somebody else said, you guaranteeing success. Basically, Yuuya's gonna work with us until we get it. And like, I have not gotten that commitment from any other coach or teacher before. So to me, that's why I feel super confident that I know this is going to work.
As far as, why I decided this program, I something in my heart tells me this is the way to be a consistent trader. I don't know the statistics, but I would imagine, there's probably like 90% of people who take the prop firm challenges, maybe more. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm imagining a lot of them fail. Because from my understanding, these prop firms make their money mainly due to failures. I mean, so I was told. But the simple fact that Yuuya passed a good handful of them, maybe as many as I can count on my fingers today, if not more, is a sure sign that he's probably doing something right.
And I guess the best thing I learned today was about like how Yuuya's Confluence like settings work, and how he actually analyzes the market from like from the daily time frame down to the 30-minute time frame. I think that kind of like it sounds very simple, but like as long as you have that strict like kind of like settings that Yuuya has, I think with practice it would be easy to get consistent with the analysis.
And I learned a lot today from Yuuya. I know I'm gonna keep learning from him, from his experience and all that. And I mean, with a small group, you can learn more. It's not like you sitting like talking to Tyler, sitting back to a full of room of 30 people, and you try to ask, hey, I need a question, and then you will never get answered. And this is a small group that is easy to go through, and I like it. I like your group, your concept of this the business. I like that.
Yeah, just like Louis said, what I like about this group is that or this program is that it's a small group. There's only like 5 of us here. We can all like also like we all go through this program together. And like we kind of like learn on the same pace, or we also have that personalized like coaching with Yuuya as well, where if our paces are kind of like different, then we can like directly like also learn from him.
Correlation of 4-hour chart and the 30-minute chart, the fib, and the chart analysis, almost everything. And the best part is you guys guarantee the result, right? Blue Edge guaranteed the result, so that's why we'll be successful for this one.
The best thing you learned today, pretty much everything, from the line charts on the daily, also going to the 4-hour, checking all those, because outputting all those lines from daily all the way to the 15. So there's so many distractions. That's another thing I learned a lot from today. Just remove all the distractions. Just have solid structure of how you trade.
The best thing that I learned today was the Fibonacci tools, because I had never touched that before. That's where a lot of my questions came from. I was like, I'd never used this. I knew of it. I heard it, the word, but I never used it before. And I was like, oh, this is actually really simple. I don't know why people made it sound like it was this whole thing. I needed a whole class just on Fibonacci when Yuuya explained it in like 20 minutes. Like, it was, it's like, okay.
And the best thing I learned today, for me, I think it's the top-down analysis, but not just top-down analysis, because I've seen on YouTube many times, you do top-down analysis. And when you see how people break it down, it's like very complicated. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like ancient hieroglyphic or something. But what I learned today was like, really, that's top-down analysis? Oh, you just drew like 3 lines and that's it. And like, I can do that in like 2 minutes. So yeah, that really was eye-opening for me. I always overcomplicated it, and it's much more simple. That's what I learned today.
If I do trial and error, that will last me for more years to do all those. And I know I'm gonna blow up more accounts. I'm not gonna learn anything. So I just want to cut the learning curve, basically.
I think it's just seeing like Yuuya's results, and like he's here talking about like exactly what he's done to accomplish those. I think just following that blueprint from someone who has been successful with it, like I think just that blueprint would make me a successful trader.